She has it all: wealth, power, a life of unimaginable luxury. But behind those gilded walls, is she truly free? Ri Sol-ju moves through a world of gold-plated palaces, private jets, and million-dollar yachts. Yet in North Korea, one wrong move can make you disappear forever. Is she a queen or the regime's most beautiful prisoner? The secret insult that made Kim Jong Un destroy a building. North Korea has always been a mystery wrapped in fear, a place where power is absolute and disrespect is a death sentence. But when defectors in South Korea sent balloons carrying leaflets across the border, something changed. These weren't just political pamphlets. Inside those leaflets was something far worse: vile, doctored images of her. Kim Jong Un's wife, the most untouchable woman in North Korea. The regime's silent queen, always smiling, always composed, but never, ever insulted. Until now. And when those defaced images reached North Korea, Kim Jong Un snapped. Within days, the Inter-Korean Liaison Office, a symbol of fragile diplomacy, was blown to rubble. But wait, here's where it gets even more sinister. Some believe this was never about Kim Jong Un's rage. Instead, this was a power move by his own sister, Kim Yo-jong. Over the past months, she has stepped into the spotlight, issuing threats, commands, and brutal warnings. She called the South Korean president disgusting and insane, and days later, boom, the liaison office was wiped off the map. So was this a personal vendetta, or was it Kim Yo-jong's way of showing the world she's the real force behind the throne? One thing's for sure, North Korea does not forgive. What do you think? Was this a dictator's blind rage, or a chess move in a deadly power game? Let me know in the comments below. Ri Sol-ju, from singer to powerful woman. Ri Sol-ju appears to the public with a perfect image, elegant, luxurious, a first lady of North Korea walking in a world full of mystery and power. But before becoming the woman beside Kim Jong Un, who was she? And more importantly, how did she change to become the most powerful woman in the most mysterious country in the world? Born around 1989, Ri Sol-ju grew up in an upper-class family in Pyongyang. Her mother was an influential obstetrician. Her father was a respected professor. She received the most elite education in North Korea, and more than that, she had a special talent, a mesmerizing voice, a perfect image of North Korean art. Before becoming Kim Jong Un's wife, she was the lead singer of the Unhasu Orchestra, a place reserved for only the best artists. She once stood on stage in front of thousands of people, singing a song that the whole country admired. But the biggest surprise, in 2005, she appeared in South Korea. That at the Asian Athletics Championships, she was one of the prominent faces of the North Korean elite cheering squad. She waved the flag, shouting, "We are one," a moment full of meaning. Was it just a propaganda mission, or was there once a young Ri Sol-ju believing in peace and unification? Then she disappeared. No more stage. No more songs. When she reappeared, she was no longer an artist. She was the wife of the supreme leader. Her new image was a complete transformation: graceful, calm, powerful. Expensive designer dresses, $1,000 handbags, high-end shoes, all standing out in a country mired in poverty and sanction. What changed? Was this marriage a political arrangement or a calculated choice? Is Ri Sol-ju truly in power, or just a pawn in the regime? Some rumors suggest that she is in a relationship with Ri Pyong-chol, one of Kim Jong Un's closest military advisors. If true, her role is far beyond what the world can imagine. Every time she appears, everything is meticulously planned. Every smile, every glance carries a hidden message. The biggest question is she really in control of the game, or is she just trapped in it? After all, she was once an artist, once in the spotlight. But now she is standing in the middle of a different kind of stage, a political chessboard, where every move can change fate. Do these principles seem like keeping Ri Sol-ju in a golden cage? She holds no official political position, but always appears by Kim Jong Un's side at the most important moments. Is this real power, or just a carefully calculated performance? In 2018, she was given the title of Beloved First Lady, an honor not used since 1974. From that moment on, her every appearance was carefully calculated, every look, every smile carrying a hidden message of power. She holds no political position, but she is always present in the most important places. Ri Sol-ju walks beside Kim Jong Un at high-level meetings, attends summits, and observes important negotiations. She accompanies her husband to meet Chinese President Xi Jinping, chats with South Korean First Lady Kim Jong-suk at historic summits, and appears in the front row of military ceremonies. She wore elegant dresses, carried handbags worth thousands of dollars, appeared in Pyongyang's luxury shopping malls, or walked along military inspection tours, where power is most evident. The first time North Korean media revealed images of her was in July 2012, when she sat right next to Kim Jong Un, watching a performance by the Moranbong Band. From there, Ri Sol-ju gradually entered the center of power, visiting Air Force units with her husband, but then she disappeared for more than a year. No one knew where she was, no information was released. When she reappeared in 2016, she was more radiant, more authoritative, and immediately became the center of media attention. In March 2018, she appeared next to Kim Jong-un in Beijing, attracting special attention from the Chinese public. Her elegant beauty and charming demeanor made people constantly praise and honor her as a powerful fashion icon. But the question remains, is Ri Sol-ju really a powerful woman in the regime, or just a perfect pawn in her husband's political game? A lavish life, but is it free? A splendid image, but is it the truth, or just a perfect mask created by Pyongyang? Being the wife of the world's most feared leader, a privilege or a curse? Ri Sol-ju lives in luxury, but is she truly free? Ri Sol-ju, first lady or prisoner in the palace of dictatorship. Imagine being the wife of the most feared man in the world, but with no choice, no freedom, and even your facial expressions controlled. That was the life of Ri Sol-ju, the woman known as the First Lady of North Korea, but the truth behind the curtain was harsher than anyone could imagine. From the moment she entered this marriage, she lost contact with her own family. Her parents, her siblings, all were completely isolated to prevent any information from leaking out. She was not allowed to talk to any man other than her husband. Her every move, even going to the bathroom, had to be reported. But that was just the tip of the iceberg. Her greatest pain was probably not the isolation, but the betrayal she was forced to accept. In a brutal tradition dating back to his grandfather Kim Il-sung, Kim Jong-un maintains a happiness squad, hand-picked young women who serve him at all-night parties. While the North Korean leader enjoys a life of luxury, his wife sits quietly, not allowed to show any sign of anger or jealousy. But that's not the cruelest part. Ri Sol-ju's past has been erased. The name she once bore no longer exists. Every trace of her former life has been erased, as if she had never existed. She has no access to the internet, no phone, no newspapers. All information about the outside world is strictly forbidden. She has no autonomy over what she chooses to wear or how she cuts her hair. Everything is at Kim Jong-un's discretion. But the scariest thing: in North Korea, divorce does not exist. Once married to Kim Jong-un, she is bound to him for life, no matter what. Previous wives of the Kim family, if they have not lived up to expectations, have mysteriously disappeared. So is Ri Sol-ju really the First Lady, or just a prisoner living in luxury? A pawn on the political chessboard, or a witness to the dark secrets of the most powerful man in North Korea? Her life is more than a personal tragedy. It is emblematic of a brutal regime where even the wife of the supreme leader cannot escape the clutches of power. Every dress, deer bag, and Swiss watch Ri Sol-ju wears is more than just fashion, it's a statement of power. But is she truly a fashion icon, or just a perfect propaganda tool? Ri Sol-ju, North Korea fashion icon, emerging from the shadowy shadows of Pyongyang. Ri Sol-ju is an icon, a fashion icon finely tuned to the last detail. Every time she appears in public, it's not just a moment of elegance, but also a hidden statement of power. The exquisitely fitted sheath dresses, the perfectly tailored miniskirts, the sheet neutral palette of cream, beige, black, and navy, all are arranged to create an image of absolute glamour and control. But it's the luxury accessories that really pique the interest. A black Lady Dior, a symbol of sophistication and power, is seen on her wrist multiple times. On Dior's official website, the bag retails for around $1,350. But in South Korea, it can cost as much as $1,600. A watch, a Swiss Movado, a minimalist yet opulent masterpiece, is said to be part of her personal collection. These pieces are not only a reflection of her taste, but also a testament to her unique position within the most secretive regime on the planet. But Ri Sol-ju is more than just a woman of exquisite style. She is the face of a calculated change in North Korean fashion. By appearing in modern clothing, she has become a role model for millions of North Korean women, a symbol of luxury, but also a sophisticated propaganda tool. But behind the elegant dresses and lavish accessories, the question remains, is she a fashion icon, or just a glamorous mask for a brutal system of power? Comment Ri Sol-ju if you like her. How is Kim Ju-ae, Kim Jong Un's mysterious daughter, being groomed? Is Ri Sol-ju simply a protective mother, or is she training a future successor? Ri Sol-ju, the mother raising Kim Jong Un's successor. Within the impenetrable walls of Pyongyang, where absolute power rests with a single family, Ri Sol-ju is more than just the first lady. She's also raising the next generation of the Kim dynasty. But how she raises her children remains a complete mystery, shrouded in the regime's strictest control. According to South Korea's National Intelligence Service, NEI's Kim Jong Un and Ri Sol-ju have 3 children, a boy born in 2010, a girl named Kim Ju-ae born in 2013, and a third born in 2017, whose gender has never been revealed. But of all of them, Kim Ju-ae has been the most eye-catching. Lately, the mysterious girl has been spotted alongside her father at military bases, agricultural greenhouses, and high-profile events. North Korean media has not shied away from treating Kim Ju-ae with special respect, a rare move that has fueled speculation that she is being groomed for a historic role, perhaps even as a successor. But what's more surprising? Kim Ju-ae has never been to any school. Her entire education has been conducted in secret, within her family under strict supervision. What she is learning is not just common knowledge, it's lessons in power, governance, and the art of political manipulation. In addition to theoretical training, Kim Ju-ae is also required to train physically according to the standards of the ruling elite. Riding, skiing, swimming, these skills are not just hobbies, but also symbolic. Her horseback riding skills alone have delighted Kim Jong Un, and everyone knows that in the Kim family, horseback riding is not just a sport, it's the mark of a leader. But who is really behind this training? Is Ri Sol-ju personally grooming her daughter in the mold of a future leader, or is she just part of a larger plan by the regime? Public opinion may debate, but one thing is undeniable: everything about Kim Ju-ae is under absolute control. No information has leaked out about Ri Sol-ju's actual role in her daughter's education, but it is clear that she plays a key role in shaping the future of the Kim dynasty. Is she just a protective mother, or is she grooming a successor in the mold of her father? What is the truth behind Pyongyang's power traps? Armored palaces, secret tunnels, lavish parties, Ri Sol-ju lives among the world's most powerful elite. But is this paradise or a gilded cage with no way out? Inside the extravagant life of Ri Sol-ju, queen or prisoner. When money is no longer a limit, power becomes absolute. Kim Jong Un has built a multi-billion-dollar empire, not only to consolidate his throne, but also to create an unimaginable world of luxury for his wife, Ri Sol-ju. Amid a country mired in poverty and sanctions, the power couple lives in impregnable palaces, where every amenity is up to royal standards. At the heart of this empire is the Ryongseong Palace, where Ri Sol-ju is believed to live. A 12-square-kilometer fortress just outside Pyongyang, it is not only a residence, but also the true seat of power. It is designed to withstand a nuclear attack. Beneath its ornate, gilded halls lies a network of underground bunkers reinforced with steel, lead, and radiation-resistant concrete. A network that protects the Kim family from all threats. But the luxury doesn't stop there. An Olympic-sized swimming pool, a private movie theater, a luxury spa, a gold-plated banquet hall, and even a private horse racing track for Kim Jong Un's daughter. Security is so tight that even stepping through the gates is impossible without a direct order from the supreme leader. But that's just one of the places Ri Sol-ju can go. When she wants to indulge in luxury, she can head to the Wonsan Summer Palace, part of a $1.5 billion project that combines a luxury resort with a top-secret military base. Here, the Kim family can relax on a super yacht, enjoy a private airport, an infinity pool, and lavish parties featuring the world's most expensive imported wines. But that's not all. Kim Jong Un also owns a private island off the coast of Wonsan described as the St. Tropez of North Korea, a top-secret haven for elite parties where they can indulge in luxury without fear of the world's gaze. But perhaps the most formidable symbol of power in this opulent empire is the Kumsusan Palace, where the bodies of Kim Il-sung and Kim Jong-il lie in state. A $9 million mausoleum, it serves as not only a memorial but also a haunting reminder of the Kim dynasty's royal lineage. And when solid above-ground palaces weren't enough, a secret tunnel system was built that connected the most important residences,
allowing Ri Sol-ju and her family to move around under.
Behind those impenetrable walls, Ri Sol-ju is more than just the wife of the supreme leader. She lives among the world's most lavish elite, at the center of a hermetic dynasty whose every move is controlled down to the last detail. Is this life paradise, or just a gilded cage from which Ri Sol-ju can never escape? Kim Jong-un doesn't just rule the ground, he rules the skies too. And Ri Sol-ju, she's not just his wife, she's also a special passenger on the Supreme Leader's million-dollar private jets. At the heart of this aviation empire is the Chema-1, an Ilyushin Il-62M customized to be the ultimate flying fortress. Similar models cost between $3 million and $13 million, but Kim Jong-un's version is in a whole other league. Inside oversized white leather seats, polished rosewood tables, high-tech screens, minibars, and crystal ashtrays make it a floating palace where a single decision can change the fate of an entire nation. But if that's not lavish enough, just look at Air Force One, a plane designed to directly mock the US President's Air Force One. Kim Jong-un also owns an Antonov An-148, a smaller private jet perfect for secret trips to China and its regional allies. But the sky's not the limit. Kim Jong-un is also obsessed with private helicopters. In 2017, he flew a personal helicopter from Pyongyang to Wonsan, just to watch ballistic missile launches from above. It was a wild show of power, sipping imported wine while the world went up in flames. And the scariest part? Kim Jong-un doesn't need commercial airports. He's built a series of private runways right next to his most heavily guarded residences. Unlike his father Kim Jong-il, who was so afraid of flying that he traveled by armored train, Kim Jong-un rules the skies, even flying his own private jet. And Ri Sol-ju, she's no sideline. When she wants to escape the stuffiness of Pyongyang, she can take a private helicopter to her Wonsan villa or indulge in her own private superyacht. A floating fortress with a helipad, lavish banquet rooms, and of course, a wine cellar stocked with the world's most expensive wines. With such an empire, Kim Jong-un and Ri Sol-ju don't just rule the ground, they rule the skies. When she wants to escape the world, Ri Sol-ju doesn't go on vacation, she hops on multi-million-dollar floating fortresses. But are these ships a symbol of power or a place of hidden confinement? Ri Sol-ju, the first lady of Kim Jong-un's million-dollar yacht. The centerpiece of the fleet is a $7 million super yacht, a 100-meter-long floating fortress that serves as more than just a means of entertainment. It also serves as a symbol of absolute power. With its helipad, expansive decks, and world-class amenities, the vessel is not just a place to relax, it also serves as the site of top-secret meetings and lavish parties reserved for the North Korean elite. When she wants to escape the world, Ri Sol-ju can enjoy a day at sea, away from it all, but still surrounded by luxury and power. But for Kim Jong-un, one super yacht is never enough. He also owns another $8 million, 200-foot masterpiece, a lavish masterpiece with Fendi upholstery that makes it a veritable floating palace. And if that weren't shocking enough, his personal fleet includes a series of smaller yachts 40 to 50 meters long for secret trips along the North Korean coast, where no one can track them. These ships are more than just means of transportation, they are mobile power centers. From there, Kim Jong-un can hold top-secret meetings on international waters or simply enjoy untouchable luxury. But his power doesn't stop at sea and in the sky. He also rules the land with a car collection worth hundreds of millions of dollars. Most people can only dream of owning one supercar. But Kim Jong-un owns more than 100, each customized to ensure absolute security, show off his status, and cement his absolute power. The most expensive car in the collection? A $1.7 million armored Maybach, a mobile symbol of dominance and fear. From floating fortresses at sea to armored vehicles on land, Kim Jong Un and Ri Sol-ju don't just live in luxury, they run an untouchable mobile empire of power. What do you find most impressive about Ri Sol-ju? Let me know what you think in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Like this video, subscribe so you never miss a new story about the world's most fascinating people. Thanks for watching.